Hello dear students, welcome to our online class. How are you? I hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty. I am also fine and I am very pleased to be here today for the taking of this online class on the Moheshkhali Government Girls High School, Moheshkhali, Cox's Bazar. So I would like to give a special thanks to our school authority for using online classes and providing better opportunity to our students. You know, due to COVID-19, we are propelled at home. We have been maintaining social distance from each other because of this pandemic. Before I start our online class, I want to introduce myself to you. This is Shyamal Kantide, Assistant Teacher of Business Studies, Moheshkhali Government Girls High School, Moheshkhali, Cox's Bazar. Now, I am going to take a class for the students of class 8, English second paper, topic suffixes and prefixes. Although students of class 9 and 10 can follow this class. So, I personally suggest to you to follow this class because this topic is also important to you. So, let us start our today's class. Suffixes and prefixes. Also, it is known as formation of words. Before discuss the suffixes and prefixes, we need to know some important topics. Derivatives. Derivatives are all new words that can be formed by adding or changing letters or letter combination at the beginning or end of the original word. Here in the definition, you must have noticed that I have highlighted some words in red color. These are adding or changing letter combinations at the beginning or end. You understand that change in a word, adding a new letter or group of letters before or after of a word when we get a new word that is called derivatives. There are two kinds of derivatives. One is primary derivatives, another one is secondary derivatives. Primary derivatives. Primary derivatives are those derivatives that form words by making some change in the body of the simple word. Notice I highlighted in different colors in the body of the simple word, again in the body of the simple word. When you see the example, then you can understand the primary derivatives. Number A, formation of nouns from verbs. Verbs, nouns. Advice. Notice the word advice, which is being spelled A-D-V-I-S-E. When looking at the noun form is being spelled D-B-I-C-E. Just notice S is changed C in noun formation. Just change the body of the word. Another example, life, life. Here we notice again body is changed in the simple word. Number B. Formation of noun from adjective. Adjective, noun. Now see the another formation of adjective from noun. Here notice I wrote hot, which is an adjective word when converted into noun form, that is heat. Notice again changed in the body. Number C. Formation of verbs from nouns. Nouns, verbs. Blood, bleed. Here also notice that blood is noun word when it is converted into verb. The word notice bleed. Just change the body. Another example, food, feed. Here the same case in the word. Secondary derivatives. Secondary derivatives are those derivatives that words by an adding to the beginning or to the end of a word. Dear students, in this definition, you noticed I highlighted some words in red color. These are to the beginning or to the end. When we use some letter or group of letters beginning of a word and get new word, that is called prefixes. And when we use some letter or group of letter at the end of a word and get new word, is called suffixes. That means secondary derivatives are two parts. These are suffixes and prefixes. These two are again called in English grammar affixes. Affixes. Affixes means add something before and after of a root word to create a new word is called affixes. Before discuss suffixes and prefixes, you need to know about kinds of parts of speech. I hope all of you are known about kinds of parts of species. You know 8 kinds of parts of speech. These are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. In this slide, you notice that I have categorized into parts. One is subsidiary words or content words. Another one is root words or function words. In the subsidiary or content words, you see noun, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. This part is not needed in today's lesson. Even then, you should know it yourself. Anyway, here I am going to say what this. Pronoun I, we, you, he, she, they. Preposition to, in, on, at, with, before, and so on. Conjunction if, but, unless, though. Interjection alas, phi, hooray. The root words or function words, noun, adjective, verb, adverb. Noun, when you see a word with ment, nas, ENCE, SSIP, TION, ANCE of a word that is noun word. Adjective: when you see a word with FUL, OUS, ABLE, IVE, ING and of a word, that is adjective. Verb, adverb, at the same way when you see this letter and of a word. Let's go our main parts. Prefix. The word prefix is divided into two syllables. One is pre, means before. Another one is fix, that which is fixed before a word in order to form a new word. Now see the definition of prefix. An addition to the beginning of a word is a prefix. Example: here now I am showing three parts: prefix, root words, formation of new words. Here root words is obey. When we added this dis before the word, we get new word this obey. Notice here that the word obey is fixed. We got the new word just by adding the letter dis before the root word obey. Here root word moral, the same condition have been used in these cases. If added before the root words and we got new word immoral. The same condition have been used in this word normal. Just add AB and we get abnormal. Here AB is prefix. Suffix. The word suffix is divided into two syllables. One is sub, means after. Another one is fix, means that which word is fixed after a word. So then the definition would stand: suffix is a letter or group of letters added at the end of a word to make another word. Now see the example. Here I am showing three parts. These are suffix, root words, formation of new words. Root words is law. When we added after the word, we got new word lawyer. Notice that the word law is fixed. We got new word just by adding yer after the root word, then we got lawyer. Another root word act. The same cases used in the word. Before going into practice, I want to give you an idea about another important part, that is determiner. Determiner, the word which comes before any noun to show its use and position is called determiner. In this definition, you must have noticed that where I showed up some letter in red color. These are noun, use, position. So, determiner means are those that indicate the use and location of the noun in a sentence. Hopefully, the thing will be easier to understand through example. In modern English grammar, articles and some adjectives are called determiner, such as a, and, the, these, those, my, your, his, her, its, our, their, few, a few, the few, some of, and so on. Now see the example. Notice that I wrote a sentence where you can see a determiner. My is determiner. When there is a word after the determiner, that the word will be the noun in the sentence. That means country in this sentence is a noun because we got one word after the determiner. Let's see the another example. Rimi is a beautiful girl. Here we see after determiner we got two words. Here a is the determiner, girl is noun, beautiful is adjective. Why? In the first word will when we got two words after the determiner, the first word will be the adjective in that sentence and the second word will be the noun in that sentence. That means when we got two words after determinants, first one is adjective and second one is noun. Let's see the another example. Remy is a very beautiful girl. Here a is a determiner, girl is noun, beautiful is adjective, very is adverb. There are three words after the determiner. The first word will be adverb, the second word will be adjective, and the third word will be the noun in that sentence. That means when we got three words in a sentence after the determiner, first one is adverb, second one is adjective, and third one is noun. I hope all of you understand my topic. I hope all of you are understood the previous slide with the help of these three examples. Here I have repeated in this slide basic rules what I have discussed in the previous slide. Let's see the rules. Number 1, determiner plus noun. Number 2, determiner plus adjective plus noun. Number 3, determiner plus adverb plus adjective plus noun. Number 1, when will we get one word after the determiner, the word will be the noun in the sentence. Number 2, when we get two words after the determiner, the first word will be adjective and second word will be noun in the sentence. Number 3, when we get three words after determiner, the first word will be adverb, second word will be adjective and third word will be noun in the sentence. Now I am giving you another important rule which will be very useful for you. So see the rules. Number 4, preposition plus noun. So we go to a practice now. Here I have written a paragraph on the subject of novelist Humayun Ahmed, where you try to answer based on what I have discussed so far. So dear students, let's try. I hope you have tried and written the answer. Now I am trying to explain to you this paragraph. Humayun Ahmed was a famed novelist of our country. In this sentence, you see a determiner and a preposition. So, how many words you see between determiner and preposition? Of course, there are two words, fame and novelist. Then we have to try according to the second rules. First word is adjective. That means fame, the word will be the adjective. So adjective from fame is famous, because determiner plus adjective plus noun. His novel gained a huge popular. Here you see in this sentence determiner a. So how many words we get after determiner? Of course, two, huge and popular. So we use rules number 2, determiner plus adjective plus noun. Here huge is adjective, so popular, the noun form of popular is popularity. The main attract of his novels was the treatment of psycho and sense of humor. Here you see the main, you see in this sentence determiner the and preposition of. How many words between determiner and preposition? Of course, two words, main and attack. So the noun form of attract is attraction. In this sentence is same as previous sentence. That means attraction. Here you see preposition of. Already I told you preposition plus noun. So psycho will be the noun form in that place. So the noun form of psycho is psychology. And sense of humor. Number E, special. His, Himu and Misirali are two. Number E, special. In this case, in this case, adverbs usually sit at the beginning of a sentence to indicate something special. That means the answer of number E, especially are two. Here we see a word to. Dear students, you have to know to, that means cardinal and ordinal number are also determiner. So 2 is a determiner. So how many words in that sentence between determiners and preposition? Of course 2. One is ordinary and another one is characters. So we use rules number second. So first word ordinary number F. The noun adjective form of ordinary is extraordinary. Here the right answer is extraordinary. The adjective form of ordinary. Human number was also a. Here we see a determiner. So, and we get one word after the determiner. Drama, the word will be the dramatist, because the noun form of drama is dramatist, and a film direct. So how many words after preposition determiner? Of course 2, film and direct. So determiner plus adjective plus noun. Here direct is must be noun form in this position. So the noun form of direct is director. Thus Humayun Ahmed has achieved an. Here you see an, a determiner, and see another preposition. So how many words in this sentence? 2 words. One is parallel and another one is position. So use number rules used in this sentence: determiner plus adjective plus position. So the adjective form of parallel is unparalleled. In our culture word. Here we see another determiner in this sentence, our, and we got 2 words, culture and world. So determiner plus adjective plus noun. So the adjective form of culture is cultural. That is the correct answer of this passage. I hope all of you are understand this solution. So dear students, no more today. I hope all of you are understand today's lesson. I wish you good health in this pandemic situation. Thanks again and goodbye here today.